I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Village Board for May 23rd, 2023. Would you please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone?
Here.
Trustee Carmona?
Here.
Trustee Franz? Here. Trustee Fry? Here. Trustee Lomax?
Here.
Trustee Penicola?
Here.
Trustee Perez?
Here.
That's 7.
Would the Deputy Clerk please read the proclamation?
National Public Works Week Proclamation, May 21 to 27, 2023. Quote, "Connecting the world through public works," end quote. Whereas public work professionals focus on infrastructure, facilities, and services that are of vital importance to the sustainability and resilient communities and to the public health, high quality of life, and well-being of the people of the Village of Bensenville. And whereas these infrastructures, facilities, and services cannot be provided without the dedicated efforts of public work professionals who are engineers, managers, and employees at all levels of government and the private sector, who are responsible for rebuilding, improving, and protecting our nation's transportation, water supply, water treatment and solid waste systems, public buildings, and other structures and facilities essential for our citizens. And whereas it is in the public's interest for the citizens, civic leaders, and the children in the Village of Bensenville to gain knowledge of and to maintain an ongoing interest and understanding of the importance of public works and the public works programs in their respective communities. And whereas the year 2023 marks the 63rd Annual National Public Works Week sponsored by the American Public Works Association / Canadian Public Works Association. Now therefore, Village President Frank DeSimone and the Village of Bensenville trustees does hereby proclaim the week of May 21 to 27, 2023 as Public Works Week in the Village of Bensenville. He urges all citizens to join with representatives of the representatives of the American Public Works Association and government agencies in activities, events, and ceremonies designed to pay tribute to our public work professionals, engineers, managers, and employees to recognize the substantial contributions they make to protecting our national health, safety, and quality of life. Proclaim this date, May 23rd, 2023.
Is there a motion in support of this proclamation?
You have
a
Do I
motion?
have a second?
You have a second.
Being a motion and second, do we have discussion? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the proclamation is approved. Are we taking a photo or are we all right?
We'll just have Joe present it to his guys at their morning meeting.
Okay. At this time, we'll move to public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? If so, please approach the podium and state your name.
Mr. DeMichael?
Paul Michael, I live at 17W275 Lubeck. I've listened to last week's explanation by the village president of all the questions that were asked about the Bensenville barracks. This is a building that's supposed to go up on Center Street. You know what? This is the finest garage construction you can see. I went and asked the fire department how they reviewed this, and their response was puzzling because they said they never saw it. That the comment that there was no comments from the fire district were done by someone other than the fire chief. So I'm gonna ask the question, this building is all frame. I saw nothing in the ordinance which specified the fire construction, the firewalls between units, the sprinkler system. I didn't know if there was a mention of that. I think this building is set to burn nicely when it gets its tenants. I'm gonna pass on that, leave the Wilson place up to the neighbors. The second thing was the massage license in the center of town. You know, these is not a license for prostitution. They have 3 of these massage centers in Elmhurst. They've managed to keep a lid on it. I think it was unfair to assail the applicant with questions about her background when she didn't have it. So I'm happy to see it go trustee board start putting their names on something and saying who's behind it, other than just staff. You need to do more than that for transparency.
Thank you. Anyone else? This will conclude public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from May 9, 2023, the village board meeting?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Any modifications to the minutes? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the minutes are approved. The next item of business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $1,163,800.54. Is there a motion to approve this warrant?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the warrant is approved. Would the deputy village clerk please read the 5 ordinances and resolutions on the consent agenda that were discussed at the committee of the whole meeting?
Number 1, resolution authorizing the execution of a final balancing change order number 1 with Builders Paving LLC for the 2022 residential street improvements project for a decrease of $53,903.97 for a revised final contract amount of $761,096.03. 2, resolution authorizing a contract with Clark Environmental Mosquito Management, Inc. for the 2023 mosquito abatement services, including insecticide tablets in the not-to-exceed amount of $37,240. 3, ordinance approving a special use permit for a new daycare center at 227 West Grand Avenue. 4, ordinance approving site plan review and variations at 145 South Center Street to construct a 2-story mixed-use residential building. 5, ordinance denying a zoning map amendment, special use permit truck stop and variations, and approving site plan review, a special use permit gas station, and variations to allow a new Casey's branded development at 1225 Devon Avenue, 1299 Spruce Avenue.
Is there a motion to approve the 5 ordinances and resolutions listed on the consent agenda and is read by the deputy clerk?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and items on the consent agenda are approved. Under Community and Economic Development, an ordinance denying special use permit for a massage therapy establishment at 22 North Addison Street. Is there a motion to remand the ordinance denying a special use permit for a massage therapy establishment at 22 North Addison Street back to the Community Development Commission for further consideration?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, do we have discussion?
Yes, Your Honor. So, as you all remember, we had a robust discussion on several items at last week's Committee of the Whole. This one was initially going to be denied. Curtis will elaborate on why we're going to send this back to CDC for further review.
Yeah, so the applicant asked to appeal the decision of the CDC and then started presenting, or said she had some new information to present, essentially to make her case. So we're asking the board to remand it back for additional considerations that she will bring to the public hearing, and then we'll bring the case back to the committee of the whole after.
Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the matter is referred back to the Community Development Commission for further consideration. No other reports under the presidential remarks. As the construction continues here at Village Hall for our new senior and community center for everyone's safety, we ask that you do not enter designated tarped-off areas. Thank you again for your patience during this transition. Our annual spring community garage sale has been scheduled for June 1st through June 4th. Free permits can be picked up at Village Hall or emailed. Please see the village website for details. Our next senior lunch will be June 6th at Green Street Grill. The cost is $5. Doors open at 10 a.m. and lunch is served at 11 a.m. For more information, please call the senior hotline at 630-350-3426. And mark your calendars because the first Music in the Park concert will begin on June 14th with the 80s classic rock band Ara. This is a great family-friendly event. The live music begins at 7:30, but come early to enjoy the many food options available and the car show. For the complete Music in the Park schedule, please see the village website. That will conclude presidential remarks. Do we have a village manager's report?
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, I just want to thank the board for a robust discussion on several of those items at last committee of the whole. I also just want to remind everybody who doesn't know, the committee of the whole is where we handle the business and the discussion of all of the agenda items that appear on the consent agenda. Those meetings are less formal than this one and allows for a more conversive approach to the business of the village. Secondly, I also want to remind everybody that when the fire district broke away from the village, they took all fire protection services. The village retains all life safety building code issues. So our fire marshal, Ron Herf, he reviews all building plans accordingly. Moving on, the village continues to conduct our water service line survey to identify lead service connections. Joe and his team have made significant progress on that. We're down to the last 10%, I'd say 10%, Joe, of homes that we need to get into. The last 10% is proving to be the hardest, so we're moving our messaging up from very friendly, hunky-dory to, no, really, we need to do this. We need to get in your home and identify this. So we'll hopefully move that number closer to 0% that we need to get into in the coming days. Saturday appointments are available. You can visit the village website or call the Public Works Department at 630-350-3435 to schedule that appointment. There's also a self-reporting way to do this. If you don't want inspectors in your house, we get it. You can just do it from your phone, send us the picture, and we'll make the determination on it. And the next village branch pickup will be for the week of June 5th. Reminder to have all the brush out by 7 a.m. on that Monday morning. And then finally, and probably most importantly, happy 14th birthday to our canine Zoe. Zoe's been with us a long time. She turns 14 today. And just wishing her the best. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Do you have a village attorney's report?
I have no report, Mr. Chairman.
Is there any unfinished business to come before the board tonight? Is there any new business to come before the board tonight? Do you have need for executive session?
There is not.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
You have a motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's six.
Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.